The first week of free agency came and went and the Cowboys didn't do much of anything. But then the second week came up and Jerry and Stephen Jones got to work. They retained some of their own players and added some more, including Christian Covington, Kerry Hyder, Randall Cobb, and George Iloka. This has seemingly given the Cowboys several options to fill some holes on their roster, which frees them up to focus more on drafting the best player available. If they end up finalizing a trade for Dolphins defensive end Robert Quinn, that would give them even more flexibility. With that in mind, here is a full 7th-round mock draft in light of the moves Dallas has made lately. First, round 1. Arizona Cardinals, Nick Bosa, edge, Ohio State 2. San Francisco 49ers, DK Metcalf, WR, Ole Miss 3. New York Jets, Quinnen Williams, DT, Alabama 4. Oakland Raiders, Kyler Murray, QB, Oklahoma 5. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Devin White, LB, LSU 6. New York Giants, Josh Allen, edge, Kentucky 7. Jacksonville Jaguars, Rashawn Gary, DL, Michigan 8. Detroit Lions, Brian Burns, edge, Florida State 9. Buffalo Bills, Jawan Taylor, OT, Florida 10. Denver Broncos, Drew Lock, QB, Missouri 11. Cincinnati Bengals, Andre Dillard, OT, Washington State 12. Green Bay Packers, Dwayne Haskins, QB, Ohio State 13. Miami Dolphins, Montez Sweat, edge, Mississippi State 14. Atlanta Falcons, Ed Oliver, DL, Houston 15. Washington Redskins, Jonah Williams, OL, Alabama 16. Carolina Panthers, Cody Ford, OL, Oklahoma 17. New York Giants, from Clee, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, S, Florida 18. Minnesota Vikings, Garrett Bradbury, OG, NC State 19. Tennessee Titans, N'Keal Harry, WR, Arizona State 20. Pittsburgh Steelers, Byron Murphy, CB, Washington 21. Seattle Seahawks, Nasir Adderley, S, Delaware 22. Baltimore Ravens, Joshua Jacobs, RB, Alabama 23. Houston Texans, Dalton Risner, OL, Kansas State 24. Oakland Raiders, from Kai, Clelin Ferrell, edge, Clemson 25. Philadelphia Eagles, Greedy Williams, CB, LSU 26. Indianapolis Colts, Christian Wilkins, DT, Clemson 27. Oakland Raiders, from Dahl, Devin Bush, LB, Michigan 28. Los Angeles Chargers, Jonathan Abram, S, Mississippi State 29. Kansas City Chiefs, Hakeem Butler, WR, Iowa State 30. Green Bay Packers, from No, A.J. Brown, WR, Ole Miss 31. Los Angeles Rams, Jerry Tillery, DL, Notre Dame 32. New England Patriots, T.J. Hawkinson, Tay, Iowa 2nd round 33. Arizona Cardinals, Chris Lindstrom, OG, Boston College 34. Indianapolis Colts, from NYJ, Deontay Thompson, S, Alabama 35. Oakland Raiders, Jeffrey Simmons, DT, Mississippi State 36. San Francisco 49ers, Ja'Kai Polite, edge, Florida 37. New York Giants, Daniel Jones, QB, Duke 38. Jacksonville Jaguars, Eric McCoy, OG, Texas A. Denver Broncos, Dexter Lawrence, DT, Clemson 42. Cincinnati Bengals, Drew Samia, OG, Oklahoma 43. Detroit Lions, Justin Lane, CB, Michigan State 44. Green Bay Packers, Elgton Jenkins, OL, Mississippi State 45. Atlanta Falcons, Amani Oruwariye, CB, Penn State 46. Washington Redskins, Kelvin Harmon, WR, NC State 47. Carolina Panthers, Marquise Brown, WR, Oklahoma 48. Miami Dolphins, Charles Omenihu, DL, Texas 49. Cleveland Browns, Taylor Rep. S, Washington 50. Minnesota Vikings, Emmanuel Hall, WR, Missouri 51. Tennessee Titans, Julian Love, CB, Notre Dame 52. Pittsburgh Steelers, Paris Campbell, WR, Ohio State 53. Philadelphia Eagles, from Bell, Miles Sanders, RB, Penn State 54. Houston Texans, from C, Greg Little, OT, Ole Miss 55. Houston Texans, Mac Wilson, LB, Alabama 56. New England Patriots, from Kai Chase Winovich, Edge, Michigan 57. Philadelphia Eagles, Juan Thornhill, S, Virginia 58. Dallas Cowboys, Randall Wren, DT, Arizona State. With the long overdue departure of David Irving and the uncertainty around Tyrone Crawford, the Cowboys need some playmakers in the middle of the defensive line. Randall Wren, whose scouting report can be found here, offers terrific potential. His frenetic play style and high-level athleticism has vaulted him up draft boards, and his attributes make him an ideal fit as a 3 technique in the Dallas defense. With some technical refinement from Rod Marinelli, Wren can blossom into a one-man wrecking crew. 59 Indianapolis Colts, Lonnie Johnson Jr., CB, Kentucky 60. Los Angeles Chargers, David Edwards, OT, Wisconsin 61. Kansas City Chiefs, Trayvon Mullen, CB, Clemson 62. New Orleans Saints, Blake Cashman, LB, Minnesota 63. Kansas City Chiefs, from LAR, Christian Miller, Edge, Alabama 64. New England Patriots, Deebo Samuel, WR, South Carolina 3rd round, 65. Arizona Cardinals, Rocky Ya-Sin, CB, Temple 66. Pittsburgh Steelers, from Oak, Darrell Henderson, RB, Memphis 67. San Francisco 49ers, Andy Isabella, WR, UMass 68. New York Jets, Yadni Kahuste, OT, West Virginia 69. Jacksonville Jaguars, Irv Smith Jr., Tay, Alabama 70. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, David Montgomery, RB, Iowa State 71. Denver Broncos, Jay Sternberger, Tay, Texas A. New England Patriots, from Det Preston Williams, WR, Colorado State 74. Buffalo Bills, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, WR, Stanford 75. Green Bay Packers, Dawson Knox, Tay, Ole Miss 76. Washington Redskins, Mike Bell, S, Fresno State 77. Carolina Panthers, L.J. Collier, Edge, TCU 78. Miami Dolphins, Terry McLaurin, WR, Ohio State 79. Atlanta Falcons, DeAndre Walker, Edge, Georgia 80. Cleveland Browns, Joejuan Williams, CB, Vanderbilt 81. Minnesota Vikings, Riley Ridley, WR, Georgia 82. Tennessee Titans, Dax Raymond, Tay, Utah State 83. Pittsburgh Steelers, Bobby Okereke, LB, Stanford 84. Seattle Seahawks, Josh Oliver, Tay, San Jose State 85. Baltimore Ravens, Caleb McGarry, OT, Washington 86. Houston Texans, Zach Allen, Edge, Boston College 87. Chicago Bears, Sean Bunting, CB, Central Michigan 88. Detroit Lions, from Phi, Kahale Waring, Tay, San Diego State 89. Indianapolis Colts, David Long, CB, Michigan 90. Dallas Cowboys, Amani Hooker, S, Iowa. Even with the signing of Iloka, the Cowboys will want to get a safety at some point. With Amani Hooker slipping to 90, that time is now. Check out his full scouting report here, but Hooker is a prototypical box safety with ball hawk skills. His average athleticism is the only reason he'll slip this far, but Hooker can share snaps with Iloka in 2019 and develop into the long-term starter opposite Xavier Woods, giving Chris Richard a young safety tandem with loads of potential. 91. Los Angeles Chargers, Tyree Jackson, QB, Buffalo 92. Kansas City Chiefs, Max Crosby, Edge, Eastern Michigan 93. New York Jets, from No, Mecole Hardman, WR, Georgia 94. Jacksonville Jaguars, Tristan Hill, DT, UCF 95. Cleveland Browns, from Ne, Foshan Joseph, LB, Florida 96. Washington Redskins, Will Greer, QB, West Virginia 97. New England Patriots, Brett Rypien, QB, Boise State 98. Jacksonville Jaguars, from LAR, DeMarcus Lodge, WR, Ole Miss 99. Los Angeles Rams, O'Shane Examines, Edge, Old Dominion 100. Carolina Panthers, Chris Boyd, CB, Texas 101. New England Patriots, Joe Giles Harris, LB, Duke 102. Baltimore Ravens, Ben Ogu, Edge, TCU 4th round 103. Arizona Cardinals, Ben Powers, OG, Oklahoma 104. San Francisco 49ers, Drew Tranquill, LB, Notre Dame 105. New York Jets, Anthony Nelson, Edge, Iowa 106. Oakland Raiders, Jaquan Johnson, S, Miami 107. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Draymond Jones, DL, Ohio State 108. New York Giants, Marquise Blair, S, Utah 109. Jacksonville Jaguars, Ugo Chukwuemadi, S, Oregon 110. Cincinnati Bengals, David Long, LB, West Virginia 111. Detroit Lions, Michael Jackson, CB, Miami 112. Buffalo Bills, Michael Dieter, OT, Wisconsin 113. Baltimore Ravens, from Den, Dylan Mitchell, WR, Oregon 114. Green Bay Packers, Justin Hollins, Edge, Oregon 115. Carolina Panthers, Gerald Willis 3, DT, Miami 116. Miami Dolphins, Titus Howard, OT, Alabama State 117. Atlanta Falcons, Damian Harris, RB, Alabama 118. Green Bay Packers, from was Ross Pierschbaker, OG, Alabama 119. Cleveland Browns, Mike Edwards, S, Kentucky 120. Minnesota Vikings, Connor McGovern, OG, Penn State 121. Tennessee Titans, Joe Jackson, Edge, Miami 122. Pittsburgh Steelers, Dennis Daly, OT, South Carolina 123. Baltimore Ravens, Justice Hill, RB, Oklahoma 124. Seattle Seahawks, Jacoby Myers, WR, NC State 125. Denver Broncos, from who, Antoine Wesley, WR, Texas Tech 126. Chicago Bears, Sutton Smith, Edge, Northern Illinois 127. Philadelphia Eagles, Travion Williams, RB, Texas A. Dallas Cowboys, Rodney Anderson, RB, Oklahoma. The Cowboys can't keep feeding Zeke at the rate they're going, and finding him a complimentary back would help to preserve their star player. Rodney Anderson can be that and more. Based solely on talent, Anderson would probably be a first-round pick, but he suffered season-ending injuries in 3 of his 4 years at Oklahoma, prompting concerns over durability. In a limited capacity with Dallas, Anderson won't have to worry about a heavy workload, and can contribute in every facet of the running game, as well as catching passes out of the backfield. 129. Indianapolis Colts, Bobby Evans, OT, Oklahoma 130. Los Angeles Chargers, Bo Benchawel, OG, Wisconsin 131. Buffalo Bills, from KC, Devin Singletary, RB, Florida Atlantic 132. New York Giants, from No, Tyler Romer, OT, San Diego State 133. Los Angeles Rams, Delvin Randall, S, Temple 134. New England Patriots, Montre Hardage, CB, Northwestern 135. Indianapolis Colts, Zach Gentry, Tay, Michigan 136. Dallas Cowboys, Isaiah Johnson, CB, Houston. The Cowboys don't have a real need at cornerback right now, as they have 4 starting caliber corners between Byron Jones, Chidobe Awuzie, Anthony Brown, and Jordan Lewis. However, they're all currently on rookie contracts, and with all the other big contract extensions Dallas will be giving out soon, at least one of those guys will have to go. At 6 feet 2 inches and 208 pounds with 33 inches arms, Isaiah Johnson is the ideal Chris Richard corner. He can serve as a depth man for a year or two before being asked to step into a starter role down the road. 137. Atlanta Falcons, Elise Mack Tay, Notre Dame 138. Philadelphia Eagles, Tyree St. Louis, OT, Miami 5th round 139. Arizona Cardinals, Colin Saunders, DT, Western Illinois 140. Oakland Raiders, from NYJ, Nate Davis, OL, Charlotte 141. Pittsburgh Steelers, from Oakdale and Mac DT, Texas A. New York Giants, from SF, Daniel Wise, DT, Kentucky 143. New York Giants, Darius Slayton, WR, Auburn 144. Cleveland Browns, from Jax, Kingsley Kiki, DT, Texas A. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Evan Worthington, S, Colorado 146. Detroit Lions, Isaiah Buggs, DT, Alabama 147. Buffalo Bills, Gary Johnson, LB, Texas 148. Denver Broncos, Jalen Jelks, Edge, Oregon 149. Cincinnati Bengals, Caden Smith, Tay, Stanford 150. Green Bay Packers, DeMarcus Christmas, DT, Florida State 151. Miami Dolphins, Tavon Coney, LB, Notre Dame 152. Atlanta Falcons, Bunchy Stallings, OL, Kentucky 153. Washington Redskins, Kendall Sheffield, CB, Ohio State 154. Carolina Panthers, Jordan Tuamu, QB, Ole Miss 155. Cleveland Browns, Jelani Tavai, LB, Hawaii 156. Denver Broncos, from Min, Teron Prescott, OL, NC State 157. Tennessee Titans, Jermaine Pratt, LB, NC State 158. Buffalo Bills, from Pitt Wyatt Ray, Edge, Boston College 159. Seattle Seahawks, Derek Thomas, CB, Baylor 160. Baltimore Ravens, Dontavius Russell, DT, Auburn 161. Houston Texans, Jordan Scarlett, RB, Florida 162. Chicago Bears, Chuma Edoga, OT, USC 163. Philadelphia Eagles, Trey Watson, LB, Maryland 164. Indianapolis Colts, Chase Hansen, LB, Utah 165. Dallas Cowboys, Stanley Morgan Jr., WR, Nebraska. This is a very high-value pick given the talent of Stanley Morgan Jr. Brad Kelly of the Draft Network called Morgan, possibly the most refined and nuanced route runner in entire 2019 NFL draft class. He was mostly used as an outside receiver at Nebraska, but has the potential to be effective in the slot due to his route running and shiftiness. With the signing of Cobb, Morgan won't be asked to do too much too soon, and he can work on the more nuanced aspects of the position. Morgan represents the future at slot receiver, with Cobb and Tavon Austin likely getting most of the snaps in 2019. 166. Los Angeles Chargers, Donnie Lewis, CB, Tulane 167. Kansas City Chiefs, Keyshawn Johnson, WR, Fresno State 168. New Orleans Saints, Terry Godwin, WR, Georgia 169. Los Angeles Rams, Terry Beckner, DL, Missouri 170. Cleveland Browns, from Nate Anthony Johnson, WR, Buffalo 171. New York Giants, TJ Edwards, LB, Wisconsin 172. Atlanta Falcons, Aliudo, OT, Elon 173. Washington Redskins, Chris Slayton, DL, Syracuse 6th round 174. Pittsburgh Steelers, from AS, Ben Burke-Hervin, LB, Washington 175. Pittsburgh Steelers, from Oak, Isaac Nauta, Tay, Georgia 176. San Francisco 49ers, Myles Gaskin, RB, Washington 177. New Orleans Saints, from NYJ, Deshaun Davis, LB, Auburn 178. Jacksonville Jaguars, Derek Beatty, CB, Kentucky 179. Arizona Cardinals, from TB, Drew Sample, Tay, Washington 180. New York Giants, Travis Fulgham, WR, Old Dominion 181. Buffalo Bills, Sheldrick Redwine, S. Miami 182. Denver Broncos, Isaiah Prince, OT, Ohio State 183. Cincinnati Bengals, Ulysses Gilbert 3, LB, Akron 184. Detroit Lions, Jarrett Stidham, QB, Auburn 185. Green Bay Packers, Brian Finley, QB, NC State 186. Atlanta Falcons, David Sills v. WR, West Virginia 187. Carolina Panthers, Malik Carney, Edge, North Carolina 188. Tennessee Titans, from Mia, Nick Linder, OL, Indiana 189. Cleveland Browns, Foster Moreau, Tay, LSU 190. Minnesota Vikings, Dre Greenlaw, LB, Arkansas 191. Baltimore Ravens, from 10, Cody Thompson, WR, Toledo 192. Pittsburgh Steelers, Lucas Dennis, S. Boston College 193. Baltimore Ravens, Hunter Renfrow, WR, Clemson 194. Green Bay Packers, from C. Trevon Wesco, Tay, West Virginia 195. Houston Texans, Tommy Sweeney, Tay, Boston College 196. New York Jets, from O. BJ Blunt, S. McNeese State 197. Philadelphia Eagles, Blaze Brown, CB, Troy 198. Cincinnati Bengals, from Dahl, Kevin Wilkins, DT, Rutgers 199. Indianapolis Colts, Byron Coward, Edge, Maryland 200. Los Angeles Chargers, Michael Jordan, OG, Ohio State 201. Kansas City Chiefs, Michael Dogbe, DT, Temple 202. New Orleans Saints, Hamp Cheevers, CB, Boston College 203. Los Angeles Rams, Max Sharping, OT, Northern Illinois 204. Detroit Lions, from Nate Kendall Joseph, LB, Clemson 205. New England Patriots, Dakota Dixon, S, Wisconsin 206. Washington Redskins, Andrew Beck, Tay, Texas 207. Arizona Cardinals, Calvin Anderson, OT, Texas 208. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, from Phi, Gardner Minshew, QB, Washington State 209. Minnesota Vikings, Ricky Walker, DT, Virginia Tech 210. Cincinnati Bengals, Lester Cotton, OL, Alabama 211. Cincinnati Bengals, Will Harris, S. Boston College 212. San Francisco 49ers, Alex Bars, OG, Notre Dame 213. Cincinnati Bengals, Tyre Brady, WR, Marshall 214. Kansas City Chiefs, Darius West, S, Kentucky 7th round 215. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, from S. Brian Bates, OT, Penn State 216. Kansas City Chiefs, from SF, Nate Herbig, OL, Stanford 217. New York Jets, Karen Higdon, RB, Michigan 218. Oakland Raiders, Anthony Ratliff Williams, WR, North Carolina 219. Pittsburgh Steelers, from TB, Jamal Peters, CB, Mississippi State 220. Houston Texans, from NYG, Jordan Wyatt, CB, SMU 221. Cleveland Browns, from Jax Garrett Brumfield, OG, LSU 222. Chicago Bears, from Den, Andrew Wingard, S, Wyoming 223. Cincinnati Bengals, Jamal Custis, WR, Syracuse 224. Detroit Lions, Keal Froholt, OL, Arkansas 225. Buffalo Bills, Phil Haynes, OL, Wake Forest 226. Green Bay Packers, Alameda Zacchaeus, WR, Virginia 227. Washington Redskins, Syvion Smith, CB, Alabama 228. Buffalo Bills, from Carr, Lil Jordan Humphrey, WR, Texas 229. Detroit Lions, from Mia, Greg Dortch, WR, Wake Forest 230. Atlanta Falcons, Brian Davis, WR, Auburn 231. New Orleans Saints, from Clee, Reichwell Armstead, RB, Temple 232. New York Giants, from Min, Tyron Johnson, WR, Oklahoma State 233. Miami Dolphins, from 10, Divino Zigbo, RB, Nebraska 234. Miami Dolphins, from Pitt, Tim Harris, CB, Virginia 235. Oakland Raiders, from C, Clayton Thorson, QB, Northwestern 236. Jacksonville Jaguars, from Bell, JoJo McIntosh, S, Washington 237. Denver Broncos, from Who, Mike Weber, RB, Ohio State 238. Chicago Bears, Donald Parham, Tay, Stetson 239. New England Patriots, from Phi, Miles Boykin, WR, Notre Dame 240. Indianapolis Colts, Javon Patterson, OG, Ole Miss 241. Dallas Cowboys, Austin Bryant, Edge, Clemson. Even if the Cowboys don't get Quinn, they have Hyder as a solid option at the right defensive end spot in addition to Taco Charlton and Durance Armstrong Jr. Even still, Dallas will want some more options and Austin Bryant is that. He may be the most underwhelming member of the Clemson defensive line from last year, but he offers some raw ability as an edge rusher out wide. He could benefit from the tutelage of Rod Marinelli, and while he's a bit of a project, most players at this point in the draft are. 242. Los Angeles Chargers, Trey Lamar, LB, Clemson 243. New England Patriots, from KC, Jimmy Moreland, CB, James Madison 244. New Orleans Saints, Jalen Hurd, WR, Baylor 245. New York Giants, from LAR, Mark Fields, CB, Clemson 246. New England Patriots, Clifton Duck, CB, Appalachian State 247. Minnesota Vikings, Sheriff Miller, Edge, Penn State 248. Arizona Cardinals, Mitch Hyatt, OT, Clemson 249. Arizona Cardinals, Iman Marshall, CB, USC 250. Minnesota Vikings, Terrell Hanks, LB, New Mexico State 251. Los Angeles Rams, Elijah Holyfield, RB, Georgia 252. New England Patriots, Greg Gaines, DT, Washington 253. Washington Redskins, Dakota Allen, LB, Texas Tech 254. Arizona Cardinals, Benny Snell, RB, Kentucky.